Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make texture paste. Now it's also called molding paste, modeling paste. It depends on what company makes it, but we'll just call this Kelly's texture paste. This is not a special formula just by me. I've made videos about making this before, but I'm going through all my emails and requests, and this is a big one as well, so I thought I'm going to come on and do it. So as you can see, I'm using baby powder. This is just from Walmart. You can get it from the dollar store. You can also use baking soda if you want a more, I want to say grittier. This makes it more smooth. But honestly, if you have baking soda that you get from the dollar store or Walmart for 79 cents, use it if that's what you have at home. I'm just happening to use baby powder because that's what I have here. Either one will work well, and you're going to need some gesso and some Mod Podge. Now, if you want this to be, let's say you want to make it purple, use purple paint, acrylic paint. If you want it to be, you know, if you don't even have gesso and you only have white acrylic paint, use that. I'm just using gesso because I like it. It's a little thicker, so. Mickey sent me that gesso, by the way. All right, so I'm taking a cup of baby powder, which would also be a cup of baking soda or cornstarch even. You can use cornstarch as well. And we're going to mix that with our gesso, and I'm going to start with about 3 tablespoons of gesso. And I just eye it. You can measure it if you want. I cook, so I kind of know what the tablespoon. So I'm going to just eye it to 3 tablespoons. You can, of course, do measuring or whatever. I'm going to put that in, and then I'm going to do 3 tablespoons of the gesso and 2 of the Mod Podge. And then you're going to mix it together. You're going to see I'll do the Mod Podge next. And again, if you do not have gesso, don't worry about it. Use paint. Go to the dollar store. You can get the paints for $1. Literally, they have acrylic paints there now. So you can go do that. And, it would be more maybe cost effective if you don't have gesso to go ahead buy the acrylic paint when it's on sale or if you see it on clearance or the dollar store. So I started 3 gesso. I'm going to do 2 Mod Podges, and apparently I'm sitting there talking. I'm probably telling you again about cornstarch, and because cornstarch is very finely, milled, and if you look on your baby powder ingredients, cornstarch is one because that's what dries you up, so keeps the dampness away from your skin. And I'm just going to mix it. Now, here's the thing. These are basic measurements. You're going to see I'm going to add another tablespoon, even 2 more tablespoons of gesso. I give it a little teeny, I dip my palette knife in water and then put it in and mix it as well. And then I'll do another one of the Mod Podge. If you don't have Mod Podge, use white school glue or decoupage or whatever glue that you have. Sometimes I use tacky glue. It depends on what I have. Tacky glue, Aleene's tacky glue is very thick, so you can add water to that. And just stir. Now let me tell you something. If you want to, you can take your glue and you can add maybe 1/4 of water to it, of how much of the measurement is, mix it, and then pour it in. It helps you stir it. It'll make it a thinner consistency, which I like it a little thicker, but that's what she said. You do whatever you want. I'm just mixing and mixing, and that's what you're going to do. It's going to, I like it thick, so, you'll see when I spread it out, I'll use a stencil. And I wet my palette knife, and it does make it go a little bit easier. Make sure you scrape that bottom, scrape that side, the sides. I took an old Tostitos jar, a salsa jar, or whatever, and that's what I'm storing it in. because you're going to see me use this because I loved it. It really came out nice, and I love texture paste. I go through it like insanely. So, and you're going to see, look how that, like butter. Look at that. Oh yeah. So smooth and delightful. Now we'll do it through a stencil. And I will tell you, I was going to leave it dry and then come back and show you and everything, but I ended up using my heat gun and it worked just as good. So if you have a hair dryer or heat gun, you know, when you're using a heat gun, you don't want to put it on there so everything bubbles, but you want to move it around and get that air on there. Oh yeah. I know it's hard to see right this second, but I'm going to show you. Can you see that texture? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now I'm going to put some paint on it in a minute to show you how good it looks after it's dry. And this is really, really fun to use, good to use. You can use it on ATCs, art journals, canvases, whatever you want. It's, you know, when it dries, it's hard, it's durable, it's texture based, you know, and you can use your at-home items. I mean, really, I used everything here. I used baby powder, and if I didn't have that, I would have used baking soda. I used white glue. I'll just say that. I used my Mod Podge and some gesso. And if I didn't have the gesso, I would have used. Now, look, I have black gesso. I have clear gesso. I could have used that as well, but because the baby powder is white anyway, it would still have a color to it. I know people want clear gesso, and I get that, and it could be achieved, but it's a little harder, you know, because you can't put the powder in there because the powder obviously dries white. And I'm just drawing it. That's my heat gun. So I love doing these videos. I have so many requests from you guys, and this was requested probably 10 times because so many of us are stuck at home and you can't go out and everything's sold out at the stores anyway. So, you know, we want to do our art. We want to play. So that's always fun. So I'm going to show you with spray, with, you know, your dilutions and acrylic sprays, and I'm going to show you with paint. And hey, if you're interested, down below is my membership, and if you would like to join, I'd appreciate it. And I'm going to be doing videos just for there, you know what I mean? So that's up to you. I'd appreciate it, and I appreciate if you just share this everywhere. If you can't join the membership, just share me everywhere. I appreciate it. It helps so much. And there we go. I'm just feeling it to see. And now you'll see me suffer through trying to get a spray to work because I have to clean the, you know, I have to, what do you call, put them in hot water so it opens up the pumpy spray. So yeah, that one didn't work. I gotta go find another one, which I do. And it works beautifully. And this is just so much fun. I mean, look at that. You could see it on there. You spray it. It'll dry. And then I'm just using the Dilutions paint. I don't know what color it is. Looks like periwinkle or something like that. And I'm just putting it on there. And it, oh, I love it. I'm going to do an art journal page today, I think, with it. Because it is just so, so good. Do some texture paste, figure something out fun. And I'm just showing you there, you know, the paint and the spray. This is definitely a win. Let me know down below if you do this. Any questions, of course, ask me. And the recipe is down below. Again, it is the base recipe. You have to, maybe you have added more powder than me or whatever. Just, you know, go with it. Don't be afraid. You'll get it. You'll see it. And as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys. Leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. And if you would like to subscribe, please click that button down below and the little button over there so you'll be notified when I upload. I'd appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. See you soon. Bye-bye.